What's up everyone? I'm Yusuf. Welcome back. In this video, we're going to be going through problem 1 from section E. We have what seems to be a screwdriver bit, and it's fairly simple. So this section supposedly deals with things that we've kind of already covered, chamfers and cut extrudes, but nevertheless, let's go through it. So getting straight into it. We have material type given, we have the density of the material, we have a unit system, and a completely pointless hint. So screw that. So let's dive straight in. So first off, we're going to start with our hex. So we can use the hex function or polygon function with 6 sides selected. We know that the distance across flats is going to be 6 millimeters, and we need to constrain one of these lines. So our sketch is fully constrained. We can go ahead and extrude to the value given of 20 millimeters. Then we can go ahead and do the shaft. We have a cylinder with the diameter of 9 millimeters and a total length of 120. Okay, whoa, that looks better. Then we need to add in our cut extrudes for our to create our flathead. So if you look at the question, just one thing to consider is that the direction of the flathead is in line with the corner. So just be careful on which plane you sketch your which plane you do your sketch for your cutaway. So we're going to do it on this plane. We can start with a line down the bottom up to some point along the edge. So we're going to convert entities. We are given an angle of 4 degrees. So 4 degrees, thank you. We have a distance between that point and the center. Let's put in a construction line. So we have a distance between this point and the center of 1.5 divided by 2. We need to add in a solid line across here, and then finally, well, not exactly finally, we have a diameter of 10, and now we can trim away what we don't need. So we don't need that, we don't need that, we don't need that. We can completely remove those pieces, and then we are given a dimension from here to the bottom of 25. Okay, looking good. Then we can go ahead and select all of that, excluding this, mirror about the construction line that we created, and we have our shape. So that looks brilliant. We can now go ahead and cut extrude. So because we're on the plane, it's cutting from the plane in one direction. So what we need to do is we need to cut through all in both directions, like so. Okay, so that looks good. The last thing left to do on our model is to add in our chamfer. So around this edge, we have a chamfer of 1 millimeter at 45 degrees, and that is our model complete. So to assign our material, we can go to search and cast alloy steel, this guy, at for the 7300, apply. Okay, so we are done with this question. let's check our mass. We head over to evaluate and mass properties. So just before I do check the mass, if you enjoy my videos and you find them helpful, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. It really goes a long way in keeping me motivated to keep making these videos for you guys, and hopefully as these videos and this channel grows, I hope that my content would be getting better and better and better. And for it to actually get better, I would really like you guys to leave a comment and let me know what you enjoy and what I should do more of, or which direction to go. And if you don't enjoy anything, let me know as well. So let's get back to it. We end up with a mass of 53.97 grams. So let's go ahead and check our question. 53.79. Oh, screw that. Okay, enough with the screwing jokes. So you are, if you did get the same answer that I did, you are within the range between 54.33 and 53.25, which is a 1% either way. So you're still well within that range. So if you got the same answer, congratulations. If you didn't, review your steps, check the steps again, see where you might have went wrong, check your dimensions, and hopefully this video helped you, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.